Malaysia to work with UNICEF on polio vaccination in Sabah. Heavy rainfall in southern peninsula until Tuesday. Hello and good afternoon and welcome to News on 2 with me, Muhammad Amin Carlos. Now the headlines in a moment, but first the Election Commission EC today has announced that the Kimanis by-election will be held on 18th January with nomination being on 4th January. Now early voting meanwhile is set on 14th January and the Kimanis parliamentary seat fell vacant when the election court found discrepancies in the voting process caused by the Commission's incompetence of personnel. Now, health authorities yesterday said they are working with UNICEF to bring polio vaccines to Sabah. Now, where the country's first polio case in nearly 3 decades was detected last week. A 3-month-old infant was diagnosed with polio on 6 December after being admitted to hospital with a fever and muscle weakness, the first such case since 1992. It comes after the Philippines reported its first cases of polio since 1993 in September. The Health Ministry had said the child was infected with a polio strain that shared genetic links with the virus detected in the Philippines. Health Director General Dato Dr. Nur Hisham Abdullah said in a statement that a joint effort is underway with the United Nations Children's Fund, or UNICEF, to get vaccine supply at a low cost for an immunization program for non-citizen children in Sabah. Meanwhile, Deputy Health Minister Dr. Lee Boon Chye said that no charges will be imposed for the immunization since the procedure involves prevention of the virus.
Dan kita sedang kerjasama dengan agensi-agensi yang lain, termasuk kerajaan negeri Filipina, untuk dapatkan vaksin yang lebih murah dan kerjasama dengan UNESCO.
The Malaysian Meteorological Department, or Met Malaysia, yesterday issued a severe weather warning with heavy rainfall in Rompin, Pahang, and Segamat, Kluang, Mersing, Kulai, and Kota Tinggi in Johor until Tuesday, 17th December. Met Malaysia, in a statement release, also said that heavy rains are expected in Malacca and several other areas in Pahang, Johor, Negeri Sembilan during the same period. The areas forecast in Pahang are Maran, Kuantan, Bera, and Pekan, while in Johor the areas are Tangkak, Muar, Batu Pahat, Pontian, and Johor Bahru. Meanwhile, in Negeri Sembilan, the forecast areas are Kuala Pilah, Rembau, Jampol, and Tampin. Well, a family picnic turned into tragedy when a Form 2 student drowned while swimming in the beach near a hotel in Batu Empat, Jalan Pantai Port Dickson, Negeri Sembilan. Well, Teluk Kemang Fire and Rescue Station Chief Kamal Muhammad Timar, who confirmed the incident, said the victim was identified as Azmir Azhar, 14, from Petaling Jaya, Selangor. Elaborating further on the matter, Muhammad Kamal said the victim was said to have disappeared from the safety buoy while he was swimming with his brother near the beach. Hence, a report on a missing person was made by the public at 12:30 p.m. 15 personnel from Teluk Kemang Fire and Rescue Station were deployed to the scene and activated a search and rescue mission. He added that the body was found at 1:35 p.m., just 100 meters from where he was reported missing. Muhammad Kamal said the victim was confirmed dead by a medical officer from the Port Dickson Hospital on the scene, and the body was handed over to the police for further investigation. Meanwhile, Port Dickson Police Chief Superintendent Aidi Shah Muhammad, when contacted yesterday, confirmed receiving a report on the case. The Kelantan Department of Wildlife and National Parks, also known as Perkhidmatan, successfully relocated a 30-year-old wild male elephant from Kampung Air Kayam, Jedok, to a new habitat yesterday. Its director, Adi Irmanti Hanif, said the elephant, weighing 3.5 tons and with 18-inch size soles, was captured in a rubber estate on 11 December after receiving complaints from the villagers and transferred to the Sungai Deka Elephant Sanctuary in Terengganu. The elephant, which was captured using tranquilizers, is in healthy condition following continued monitoring. The 6-hour relocation exercise was also assisted by Pahang's Kuala Ganda National Elephant Conservation Center. Eddie Armanti also said 2 decoy elephants, namely Rambai and Abot, were also used in the operation before the wild elephant was relocated to the sanctuary. The wild elephant was the 8th caught by the department in Jeli district and the first in Tanah Merah district for this year. Eddie Armanti also thanked the villagers for the cooperation extended during the relocation operation and advised the villagers not to act on their own when dealing with wild animals to prevent risky situations. Well, coming up next, tax revenue remains a catch-up game. Well, more than a year after Malaysia shifted its consumption tax system back to the Sales and Services Tax, or SST, a lot more needs to be done in order to boost government revenue by other means and further reduce its dependence on petroleum resources. Now, for 2019, the government is estimated to collect 189.9 billion ringgit in taxes, with direct income tax at 123.8 billion ringgit, SST at 26.8 billion ringgit, and other direct tax at 11.7 billion ringgit and other indirect tax at 17.5 billion ringgit. Due to the lower tax collection, the government had to rely on revenue collected from its petroleum resources to make up for the shortfall. But as the oil price has stabilized below $70 per barrel, the government has to find other resources to ensure enough revenue is generated. Despite calls to revert to the Goods and Services Tax, or GST, the government has reinforced its stand by sticking to the SST system, which was part of the ruling government's manifesto during the 14th general election. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng was quoted as saying that the government will not be bringing back the GST despite calls from economists to revive the tax due to the shortfall in tax collection as well as lack of efficiency. One of the main reasons held against the GST was that the consumer price index CPI basket for goods under the SST is much lower at 37% compared to the 60% during the GST era. Lembaga Tabung Haji, TH, has set its focus on 6 areas with emphasis to be given to governance and operational efficiency in efforts to strengthen the Islamic institution for future prospects. While TH Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer Nik Muhammad Haziuddin Yusof said TH's key agenda would include strengthening the deposit and pilgrimage management, human resources, and its subsidiaries. Commenting further on the matter, Nik Muhammad Haziuddin said TH would be governed based on environment, social and governance, or ESG concept, which is also the basis of its current investment portfolio that would contribute to better performance. On the Hajj operation, Nik Muhammad Haziuddin said TH would constantly improve the quality of services for the comfort of the pilgrims that include carrying out post-mortem sessions after completion of each pilgrimage season and to enable the institution to plan ahead for next year. Meanwhile, in terms of human resource matters, TH is committed to facilitate a stable and sustainable governance through human capital investment, such as the Professional Mukmin or Believers program, which provides training and courses to enhance efficiency and professionalism of its staff. In addition, he said TH subsidiaries would also be supervised in greater detail to strengthen the Muslim and halal economy while ensuring benefits of the savings to be distributed to the people. The Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, MCMC, is currently monitoring the Pioneer 5G project in Langkawi, Kedah, before implementing it nationwide. MCMC Chairman Al-Ishal Ishaq said the usage of 5G technology is important as it is in line with the country's aspirations of heading towards a digitalized nation.
Teknologi 5G ini adalah satu punca landasan untuk meningkatkan produktiviti negara, meningkatkan daya saing negara dan juga membuka peluang-peluang pekerjaan dan peluang-peluang ekonomi yang baru.
The MCMC chairman said this during his visit to the 5G Pioneer Project locations in Langkawi, Kedah. Meanwhile, Celcom Axiata Berhad has collaborated with the Langkawi Royal Malaysia Police, PDRM, and Langkawi Municipal Council, MPLBP, to deploy the latest 5G safety and security smart city use case. In a statement released, the telecommunications company said 5G technology offers a breakthrough in security and monitoring effectiveness with multiple 360-degree ultra-high definition UHD 4K panoramic live video surveillance cameras installed in the famous and picturesque Pantai Chenang in Langkawi. Deputy Communications and Multimedia Minister Edin Shazli Sith said the Cabinet has agreed in principle to establish the Malaysian Media Council, MMC. He said he would be chairing the first meeting to discuss the framework of establishing the council next week with 8 representatives from the media.
Kabinet telah pun meluluskan untuk kita mengadakan Majlis Media Kebangsaan ataupun orang maker-maker yang bertanggungjawab untuk menguruskan perkara-perkara yang berkaitan dengan amalan media, dan saya percaya ini antara perkara yang perlu dilihat dan diteliti untuk memastikan masa depan kebajikan pengamal-pengamal media di negara ini akan lebih terjamin.
The Deputy Minister said this after closing the Pesta Bola Ngocha 2019 in Empang Bangkong, Juaseh, Kuala Pilah, Negeri Sembilan. The MMC has been proposed as a self-regulatory body that can set high standards for the media community to help build and maintain public confidence in the industry and to act as an arbitration body between the people and the media for the benefit of all Malaysians. Second Bangladesh ferry fire. Factory in a week claims more lives. Well, 3 have been no reports of Malaysians affected by the 6.9 magnitude earthquake in Polomolok, South Cotabato in the Philippines yesterday. In a release statement, the Foreign Affairs Ministry advised Malaysians requiring consular assistance to contact the Consulate General of Malaysia in Davao City at +63 82 221 4050 or +63 936 968 4001. The ministry also conveyed their sympathy and condolences to the government and the people of the Philippines, in particular to those who have been affected by the earthquake. The statement added that Malaysia stands in solidarity with the Philippines during this challenging time. According to local authorities in the Philippines, the 2:11 p.m. earthquake had so far claimed 3 lives, and the exact number of those injured was still unknown. Well, at least 10 people were killed in a fire at a factory outside Bangladesh's capital on Sunday, the second deadly factory fire in the area in less than a week. The fire broke out on Sunday evening in the luxury fan factory in the Ghazipur area outside of Dhaka. Officials found 10 bodies in the charred structure and were searching for more possible casualties. Now, officials do not know yet how many people were in the factory, which was just 84 square meters in size when the blaze took hold. Now, the cause of the fire is not known yet. And the latest incident followed the death of at least 17 people when an illegal plastic factory outside Dhaka went up in flames on Thursday. Now, industrial fires are common in Bangladesh, especially in the dry winter season due to lacks of enforcement and of safety codes. Now, in February this year, a blaze in a historic Mughal building in an old part of Dhaka killed at least 70 people and injured others. In November 2012, at least 111 people died after a fire at a garment factory making apparel for Western retailers in one of the country's most devastating fires. Now, elsewhere, angry protesters in northeast India vowed Sunday to keep demonstrating against a contentious citizenship law as the death toll from bloody clashes sparked by the bill rose to 6. Now, tensions remain high at the epicenter of the unrest in Assam state's biggest city, Guwahati, with troops patrolling the streets. Well, in Assam, 4 people died after being shot by police, while another was killed when a shop he was sleeping in was set on fire, and the 6th after he was beaten up during a protest. Well, still there in Dhaka, well, some 5,000 people took part in a fresh demonstration Sunday in Guwahati, with hundreds of police watching as they sang, chanted and carried banners with the words, "Long live Assam." Now, the legislation passed by Parliament on Wednesday allows New Delhi to grant citizenship to millions of illegal immigrants who entered India from 3 neighboring countries on or before 31st December 2014, but not if they are Muslim. Now, besides stoking concern among Muslims, the proposed changes have also led to protests by residents unhappy about an influx of Hindus from Bangladesh who stand to gain citizenship. And in motorsports, Hungarian driver Norbert Michelisz was crowned the new champion of the 2019 World Touring Car Cup, or WTCR, after a thrilling super finale at the Sepang International Circuit yesterday. While starting the Sepang Super Finale as one of the 4 contenders for the throne, the 34-year-old driver finished in 5th position in race 3 and took the coveted title back to Hungary for the first time.
Driving a BRC Hyundai in Squadra Corse in I-30 MTRC, Michelisz claimed the crown from inaugural WTCR title winner and teammate Gabriele Tarquini with a total of 370 points. After winning race 1, Michelisz admitted that race 2 and 3 were extremely difficult due to the changing weather conditions. In race 3, Swedish Johan Kristoffersson of Sebastian Loeb Racing Volkswagen pulled off an incredible win from P22 on the grid with a time of 39 minutes, 2.972 seconds. That's 2.026 seconds ahead of Michael Azcona of PWR Racing. Kevin Shagon of Mulsanne SRL came in 3rd with 39 minutes, 5.154 seconds. Kristoffersson prevailed after a jaw-dropping 4-way fight for the win, which eventually cost Esteban Guerreri of AllINK.com Munich Motorsport shot at the title. Malaysian wildcard drivers Mitchell Chia and Hafiz Shahrin Abdullah of Hyundai Team Engsler finished 19th and 16th respectively.
And that concludes this afternoon's News on 2. In our top story, Malaysia to work with UNICEF on polio. Join us again at 7 this evening. I'm Mohammed Amin Carlos. Thanks for watching, and from all of us here in RTM, a very good afternoon.